India-UK FTA deal. How this agreement could change India's destiny. Have you ever wondered how just one agreement could change the lives of millions of people? A deal that opens up new doors of opportunity for everyone, from farmers to engineers, from fishermen to software experts, and from small shopkeepers to large industrialists? This is exactly what has happened with the signing of the Free Trade Agreement, FTA, between India and the United Kingdom. After 3 years of negotiations, hundreds of hours of diplomacy, and discussions that will shape the future direction of both countries' economies, this agreement has finally come into effect. But the real question is, who will actually benefit from it? And are there any risks involved, too? Today, we'll dive deep into this topic. But before that, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so that you get all our latest video updates first. So let's understand this story in depth, in simple language, from a common man's perspective. This deal was finalized during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the UK, where he met with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. This is no ordinary trade agreement. It is being called CETA, the Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement. This means that it's not just about trade, but also a bridge for innovation, technology, services, and human collaboration. After the implementation of this agreement, it is expected that an additional $34 billion worth of trade will take place annually between India and the UK. The biggest beneficiary of this deal will be India's agricultural sector. Now, fruits, vegetables, turmeric, black pepper, cardamom, pulses, mango pulp, and pickles from India can be exported to the UK without any tax. More than 95% of agricultural and processed food items will now face 0% duty. This will directly impact farmers' income, and in the next 3 years, India's agricultural exports could increase by up to 20%. It is estimated that by 2030, India's agricultural exports could reach $100 billion. Crops like jackfruit, millets, and organic herbs, which until now had limited markets, will now find space on the shelves of UK supermarkets. Additionally, fishermen from coastal states like Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu will benefit greatly from the removal of duties on marine products. However, India has not granted any concessions on dairy, apples, oats, and oils in order to protect domestic producers. Speaking of marine products, the duty ranging from 4.2% to 8.5% on Indian prawns, tuna fish, and fish meal has now been eliminated. This will not only allow fishermen to get better prices, but will also help India rapidly increase its share in the UK's $5.4 billion marine market. Currently, India's share is only 2.25%, but a massive jump is now expected. India's traditional products like tea, coffee, and spices will also gain significantly from this agreement. The UK is already a major buyer of Indian tea, 5.6%, coffee, 1.7%, and spices, 2.9%. Now, with these products getting duty-free access, exports are expected to rise even more. Especially for instant coffee, India will emerge as a strong player and challenge the big suppliers of Europe. The export of oilseeds will now become easier due to reduced taxes and simplified procedures. This will benefit not only farmers but also export companies. In the textile sector, duty-free access has been granted to 1,143 product categories. Ready-made garments, home textiles, carpets, and handicrafts will directly benefit. India has now come at par with countries like Bangladesh and Pakistan. In the next 1 to 2 years, India's share in the UK garment sector could reach 5%. This is great news for the millions of people working in stitching, embroidery, weaving, and designing in India's Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Engineering goods like electrical machinery, auto parts, and industrial machinery previously faced duties of up to 18%, which have now been eliminated. As a result, India's engineering exports could double in the next 5 years to reach $7.5 billion. This is a major boost to India's Make in India mission. New opportunities have also opened up in the electronics and software sectors. Products like smartphones, optical fiber, and inverters will now get duty-free access. A growth rate of 15 to 20% annually is expected in software and IT services. This deal will especially open new doors of opportunity for small and mid-sized technology startups. India's generic medicines have also received major relief through this agreement. These medicines will now become even cheaper in the UK, leading to a sharp rise in their exports. Surgical instruments, X-ray machines, ECG machines, and similar medical devices will also no longer attract any duty. This move will give India's healthcare manufacturing sector global recognition. A boom is also expected in the chemical and plastic sectors. Chemical exports could rise by 30 to 40%, while duties have been removed on plastic products like pipes, packaging materials, kitchenware, etc. For the millions employed in the plastic industry, this is like the dawn of a new era. Taxes have also been removed on sports goods and toys. India's footballs, cricket equipment, rugby balls, and toy industry will now gain an edge over China and Vietnam. Manufacturing hubs like Agra and Meerut will benefit directly from this change. Currently, India exports gems and jewelry worth $941 million to the UK, and this figure could double in the next 2 to 3 years. This is a high-value export segment for India, which will now get the chance to compete with global brands. The 16% duty on leather and footwear has been abolished. Indian shoes and leather products will now be cheaper in the UK, giving a significant boost to hubs like Agra, Kanpur, Kolhapur, and Chennai. The FTA will also have a significant impact on the services sector. Now, Indian professionals such as project management experts, yoga trainers, chefs, musicians, and individuals from many other fields will now be able to work in the UK with greater ease. In 35 sectors, Indian professionals can work in the UK for up to 2 years without needing to set up an office. This will benefit more than 60,000 IT professionals every year. India's startup ecosystem, research labs, and innovation companies will be able to connect directly with British technology, strengthening the technological and business partnerships between the two countries. On the other hand, many products imported from the UK to India will now become cheaper. India has decided to reduce taxes on 90% of products imported from the UK, which will directly benefit Indian consumers. The import duty on British Scotch whisky, previously at 150%, will now be reduced first to 75% and then down to 40% over the next 10 years. The tax on electric vehicles will drop from 110% to just 10%, although this will apply within a set import quota. Products like cosmetics, chocolates, biscuits, lamb meat, salmon fish, soft drinks, and medical devices will now be available in Indian markets at lower prices. Overall, the average tax on British products will drop from 15% to just 3%.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.